How's it going, everyone? What's up, Ben? So what is this now? Part 6 or something? We are about to jump into the Malmouth, but there's a problem. The problem is with the poison resistance. You usually don't want to be this low on the poison resistance part in Act 5. So we are going to be messing around with like venom guards, quite a bit in my opinion, the ointments. Let me see if this guy is like selling anything for me. We could definitely like put just a couple of points into yeah, poison resistance on this part, in fact, into the blood of Drieg, but like on this part definitely, so that like I get a little bit of poison resistance. At the same time, it also gives me vitality to damage percentage as well, so it's quite legitimate. We are listening to Stellaris today. Maybe a little bit less volume. Nice. Okay, let's do this, man. These are like level 10. I'm most likely to take a couple of next points to that Drieg modifier, I guess. At the end of the last part, we actually like optimize the character a little bit further, and we definitely have a lot more DPS now. Cluster drop, that's nice. We could actually check for like the treasure show spawn locations. I wouldn't mind that. At all, in fact. Let's go for it. Hoping to find like a couple of flowers throughout the entire run. There we go. These flowers are going to be very big, you guys. So they're capable of dropping from the trees, especially like the elites. And they're capable of dropping from the normal, you know, the poisonous blooms and whatnot as well. Hey, the treasure trove is here. That's nice. It was good to check it out. Blood of Chthon, 100% worth it. Very nice. If you're curious about like the treasure trove spawn points, I've recently made a video actually on YouTube. Where to farm treasure trove probably is the name of the video. Another one is inside this cave right over here. Let's check that one out as well. The troves are like really important for this fresh account, so need them recipes dropping. It's not here. Could be a boss here, which she is here. Have to be very careful against this guy. Let's kill the Tolia here first. Yeah, it's that shotgun basically that is very scary. Frontal cone. That's one. If you're melee, this guy could actually be quite questionable. So be very careful, I think. We made about like 400,000 iron bits so far. The treasure trove is going to be downstairs right there. I really like this under the passage because like not only you get to farm some stuff inside, but also like it's capable of like leaving you on the other side of the place, which is where you're trying to go, so you continue progressing also. So this is the last point into the Jackal. I've checked before this part. We need one more point and that's gonna go to the Crossroads Green, and actually afterwards we can start putting points into the Ratos, which is like extremely big. Took us a while, but getting there, so that's what is important, I suppose. I do not have time for this. You dare come here? Clark is saying, I found that the salvage dealer in Homestead has some great vitality damage rings for sale. Really? Yeah, maybe I should check it out. My rings are not impressive whatsoever, so... I like to put a portal down here and just come back to this, even though it's not necessarily like the biggest cave. Might be trapped. Nice. I'm having a great day. Thank you, Necro. How about you? Thanks, man. Mark of the Traveler. A dead traveler. As Gunnerfern. We actually need to go back, obviously, to the portal that I created. Complete that cave. Lowies. There's going to be some chests to open here, I think. Might even be more like on the southern side. Maybe even here? Right, that's it, I guess. That's so identical, actually, it's insane. So, Vitality, DK, 50% on each, Pierce and Lightning resistances with armor and armor absorption. We're dropping Aether resistance and poison resistance, in fact. Dropping the poison resistance is very questionable, as you know, but this belt over here is an upgrade, overall upgrade, 100%. We sit on that, I think. We change all these items at once. That one is gonna have to wait for like level 58, which is quite far away right now, but yeah. What about those pens, you guys? 58 with like Pierce and stuff? I'm gonna set it. It's okay. I'm actually thinking about the Ancient Grow run. Was not trapped? I could do an Ancient Grow run. I think we would survive it, honestly. It would be quite good items too. Let's do the Ancient Grow. I'm up for it. It's going to be crazy good experience for me as well, I believe. Hopefully we're gonna find a couple of items and some flowers, maybe. I knew it. I'm missing a stump somewhere. There we go. 61% now after putting like 2 points into this. Already a big difference, honestly, from like 43 or something. That's a very big difference, in fact. I like that. It's obviously postponing like the speed that we can get to possession, unfortunately, but I think it's quite required here. I probably need like maxed out. I think it's just like exactly sitting on top of it that like it doesn't let me pick up the item. That was quite unique. He's a big boy. Capable of like body blocking an entire item by himself. Hey, Frozen Hearts. Nice. See how this is gonna go. It's definitely possible for us to like find a ridiculous ring upgrade in this place. There's some like very good living ring drops from the plants, I think it is. After completing this place, actually, like, other than Porch Valkyrie, nothing is remaining when it comes to the rogue dungeons. This bit is cool. Wow. Excuse me, guys, give me a second. Hello. Oh no, the stump was fake. Found you. So this guy over here is very important, you guys. In fact, he's selling like recipes that you're not gonna know if your account is like new. In this case, we have like Ugden juice, Vile Scar ointment. We have a prismatic diamond. I should probably buy that. In fact, prismatic diamond sounds very good. 36,000. That's gonna hurt, but I think it's gonna be worth it overall. Badge of Mastery for level 58. Another incredible purchase here for 75,000 this time. Shard of Baranath, already learned apparently. A component. Maw of Despair, already learned as well. Dread Mask for level 50, I don't really mind. And the Abyssal Mask. Bloody Pox Plus. I think we're gonna buy the Badge of Mastery. We're also going to be buying like every single component that she's selling. I'll also check out like the rings, especially. So there's some Vitality Decay and Vitality Resistance ones here. Don't really like them. These are like 90,000. I really don't want to buy those. Let's check out like the belts as well. Not so great. I think this is going to be it. Okay. So Prismatic Diamond and Badge of Mastery from this guy. It's obviously going to be like different for you, but it's not like we're going to be crafting those, so it should be okay. What's my stun resistance? 17%. The Badge of Mastery is in fact like worth crafting. If you find it, for sure. It's probably not the hardest craft either. So if this guy is not going to be too hard. Let's see how it goes. Could actually just like hide behind that thing. It's sort of messed up. Poor guy, man. I mean, I'm casting my thing here. Ooh, baby. Okay. Aether and poison resistance both being low. I'm making this the easiest fight for me. Infinity Knots. But I think I could have definitely like optimized my DPS there a little bit better too. I was placing my Revenant's Earth kinda awkward. Chipped claw is fine. How many flowers do we have so far, guys? 7? It's actually not too bad. Ever since we started like Act 5. Let's try to get to like 20 or something at the very least. I bet the crab will try and like sneak out. Meanwhile, didn't do it yet apparently. Interesting. Where is the crab? Oh, there he is. Nah, it's too fast. Actually still carry quite a bit. It's nice. This place in Ultimate has an Ancient Heart, 100%. Kind of wondering if, like, in normal difficulty that thing exists as well. I hope so. How many Ancient Hearts do we have so far? 6? Let's see. Yeah, it does. That is 7 now. The Obsidian Grasp. Alright, here it is. I'm gonna use like a fire potion. Especially if I fuck it up. was quite lucky of me. I found fine though. I don't even think like I've taken damage from this fight here. Very easy run, you guys, and I think it was overall worth it too. We have a blueprint for Reckoning, and we have the Void Steel gauntlets as well. I'm not really sure like if we found an upgrade, but we actually found like 3 recipes during this run, so that was definitely good. The Reckoning is tier 3, I think, in fact. A level 60, an old one. And ended up completing those quests on Arbiter as well. Aether and Fizz. Let's try to get 2 waypoints. Afterwards, I'm guessing I'll need to sell. Do you need the hearts for anything particular? I think I need the hearts for the bank, basically. I'm not really sure like what we're gonna end up, you know, finding to like craft, but you never know. Like ancient hearts are very good to have in the bank, of course. At the very least, you can always have like, you know, skeleton keys crafted from like bloods, and you can convert the ancient hearts to bloods if you want. Let's kill this guy. Buy the medallions for the cooldown of Ari. I actually read that. I actually should have read that a little bit earlier than this. I probably already found the medal, no? Should have. I have to guess. I literally start going crazy right now. My nose is very itchy. Apparently I didn't find the medallion yet. It's dropping from like the basilisks, right? Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. Yeah, we don't have it yet, but it shouldn't be like too hard to find it. Don't worry about it so much. We have definitely voted from that planet's monster though. That was a good idea. I cannot see the chest. There we go. Ooh, frozen heart from that thing. I think unfortunately I cannot carry anymore, so we can look at them on the ground. Stun and entrapment. Interesting. You dare come here. We can hit the other stumps on the left side that I know also. Well, unfortunately there was nothing. Is Grim Tools for your Cabalist build up to date? Yes. Guys, there's no devotion shrine in this place, right? In normal? No. I think that one only exists in the ultimate difficulty. $16 flowers so far. A little bit trying hard to like loot literally everything, but it's alright. We have been playing extremely slow with this guy, there's no need to like change that. The Blood of Drieg, one-handed sword. I'm pretty sure I couldn't find Bargol yet. Kinda want to find him. He might be in this like hidden place to the right side. Yeah, there he is. Let's go. So many flowers. Some boots, some helm. Some circlet, apparently I cannot carry anymore. I can drop that one, I guess. Flamethrower. Let's get out of here. Is this in normal? Yeah, we are on veteran difficulty right now. Okay. $5% XP gain. We could also really like find some close upgrades so far, right? I think I'm gonna continue with my battle cries. It's not the best change. What about that thing? Which plays? Gonna sell that too. You could definitely like dismantle the legendaries in Act 1, but I think I'm going to be doing that with like mythical stuff when we reach like level 100-ish. Before that I'm not going to be dismantling, I'm just gonna sell. I think so. I kinda want to check out those boots versus these. Kinda crap. Fire and burn. Why, it says a belt with only pierces is there? Okay. There's a quest that we can like turn in Devil's Crossing. Right over here. Not the best experience, I suppose. Skew the witches. Yup. Gonna put some of these things into the bank. Want to have a little bit more space. Put that as well. Simply that too. Alright, let's do this. 69 there, 0 points. How many points do I need from here? 8 maybe? So it requires like 4 levels to possession. It's quite far off still. I don't know, maybe I should have like rushed a little bit better for the possession. It's just a little bit like taxing since we needed like 14 the mastery of Necromancer and then, you know, 15 the mastery of Occultist afterwards. Getting to that is like very slow, but at the end of the day, like once we are there, it's going to be extremely big for me. That exclusive is crazy for me. Ring. Was a really good suggestion about like the Basilisk medallion, by the way. Like we should definitely try to keep that in mind. So the cave entrance might actually be here, you guys. It's possible. Flowers. But for me it is not, so we're gonna leave this place. Searching for the cave of that big flower boss. I usually hug the right side all the time, especially like if the cave wasn't there, because the second spawn point is all the way on the right side. You could definitely easily find it if you're hugging the right. Yeah, it is right over there, you see? And the third one is like very close to the portal of our home, if you didn't find this here. So we're gonna like drop a portal here, we'll come back to this. I'll try and like show you the third spot as well before entering. So in case it doesn't spawn for you, we got that one covered for you. Don't know what you mean, Siles. Let's see a second. Another flower. Alright, we need this. Wasn't there like a devotion shrine inside? This is going to be my first point into Ratos. Alright, this is pretty big. Let me see what you need. Nice, nice. It's very big for me. So we're gonna put 1 point here, which is gonna unlock the Ratos. First point is like 150 HP with some offensive ability. I usually end up killing this guy simply because like he gives me an extra rare material. If you do his quest, you're basically like exchanging a rare material, so we're gonna kill him, I think. He's a little bit resistant to me, it turns out. Look down. Yo, what's up, Snow? How's it going? I'm doing good. Attract, welcome. Attract, even. Let's go from the top, loot to tomb. So the last entrance to the cave, if it wasn't on the places that I showed, is over here. And the Barrow Home is going to be right there. So like just south of the Barrow Home waypoints basically, yeah. This is not the one either. Kinda sucks. Trying to find some sort of like a basilisk mark, but no luck so far. Are they rolling experience increase? They're not rolling the experience increase, huh? 23 flowers so far, guys. Feels good. It's working, lurking? I see. We're gonna TP back now to the flower cave. We can actually like get more flowers inside here as well. Man, I cannot wait to have like more devotion points. I actually think the Rattosh is going to be too big for me. Excuse me. Cheers. Thank you. A corpse is usually stacked, don't really know why. I found out that like the safest place versus this fight is basically the melee range, because the flower doesn't necessarily have a melee attack, so like if you end up like killing the trees that are spawning, they're pretty safe in the melee range. And far away from these roots on the sides. Ring. Do we have like anything else that we can click here? Maybe not. Let's wear down. There's something there. There was a polished emerald inside. That's what feels bad, man. Let's go get some friendly with the cannibals. Charged electricity here. Can you believe it? It's a crazy leveling weapon. Now. It is better than mine, but I'm gonna wait for something better still. It's actually questionable like how I'm still missing some elemental instances. It usually doesn't happen to me, but can. Some massive armor upgrade. Doesn't give anything else then. Open the chest. So you could actually like do these quests retroactively by basically running this entire place, even though like you're missing like, let's say, the crab quest the guy is gonna give you right after this this first step. You could still run the cave, but the only thing that you need to make sure is basically like just killing every single crab in there. You need like 6 of the special ones. It's very important that you find all 6. If you miss even 2 of them, you're gonna need to restart your game and run the cave again after having the quest also. Just gonna slow you down a little bit. Hey. Went out of the head. Oh, no. Let's go this way. Yes, Revenant's Earth is the only thing that we're using so far. We're gonna have more abilities later on, but right now there's no need. It's carrying us. Might as well. I mean, obviously we have the curse as well. I'm trying to like put the curse on beefier targets, such as like these. Just ones. Curse of frailty, yeah? See if there's like any loot here. Nice. That's a good find. This chest actually isn't here every time. Like it has several different like locations that you could spawn. Starting from Act 5 all the way here. It's very interesting, and it always spawns this this 3 heroes, I think. Go from here. Okay, so we need to make sure that like we find every single crab here. I actually don't mind killing the basilisks either, so we need some mark from them. They also like drop really good components. Not this time though. The pit creeper. The A flat white city wouldn't work. Flat, it doesn't necessarily mean where it is coming from. You do need the weapon percentage sides in the skill that you're using, or you gotta like auto attack basically. You gotta attack with your weapon for the flat damage to, you know, add on top of the damage that you're dealing. But if you're talking about like the completed version of the thingy, it's giving me a little bit of resistances, so that's whatever. It's worth one click in my opinion. Dynamites. We might actually like find a couple more dynamites in this place. It's possible. One so far. I think it's all the way up to like 4 or something. That was smooth. There's nothing here. I have to check it for the crabs, you guys. Don't think we have killed every single pit creeper. They could actually come out from the ground, so... Ah, there's one over here I aggroed. Nice. We might be done right now, because I've been everywhere, but we're gonna like walk out of this place anyway, so... It's a good one as well. While walking out, we can check one more time. Another pit creeper here. Double. Phew, those Aether missiles. Get out. How are we doing with the Coven, by the way? We just met them, right? And is there like anything this is honored other than the ones that I have already like bought the writ for? Not really. Okay, because like that is very important. The second that you're like honored on a fresh account, you definitely need to like buy the writ immediately. Okay, what did you drop? Let me see. Mutated skills. Yeah, I've completed that side as well. How many dynamites do we have, guys? Only 2? Shit. Maybe we're gonna run like some sort of like a Cronny run later on. The problem with that is that like Cronny might actually be scaling pretty low now. Like, might not drop me anything anymore. Because we're in the normal difficulty zone. You dare come here. I think the Laria is like northern side of Utenbog. How are we doing with the Barrowholm dudes? Let me see. Friendly. I think the continuation of like the hard quests and whatnot is requiring honored in fact. We might be able to just like barely make it to honored later on at the end of like the entire playthrough or something. I might actually come back for that if that happens. Like otherwise I'm not really sure if I'm going to be farming for it. The thing is like it gives ridiculous amounts of reputation. The new 2 quests that are available, you know, like the summoning of Ravager and like farming the heart thingy. I'm gonna refuse killing this guy. I'm back to Barrowholm. There's no need fighting her. Nice anyways, I think. Should be Aether resistance. You could always like do some bounties as well, but bounties are yeah. So this is going to be as far as we can go with the Barrowholm right now before honored, I believe. Let me see like how we are sitting with them. Not even respected. I believe we need honored or something like 7,000 reputation. It's gonna take me a while to get there. They're gaining reputation by killing Chthonians, so. Respected by the Coven. Did we do like the Dahlia quest and like the saving the witch and stuff? Hey, look at this. 250 reputation with the Coven just because like we saved the witch. Oh, apparently I haven't done saving the witches. Yeah, that quest I sometimes like space out and not do it simply because like we're hugging the right side. Forgot about that. I'll go do it, it's fine. Can do to restore the wards first though. Yo, what's up, Iceberg? Did you reset everything? No. I didn't need to reset everything because I just opened the character in Softcore. Since I have only played the DK for YouTube before, I almost have nothing in Softcore, so. I just deleted the items in the bank that was left from that DK. And yeah. That's it. So, we could actually like run down from the Barrowholm. I think that's a little bit easier. This is obviously a little bit of a time loss, but it should be fine. It's gonna be somewhere around there in the Fog of 4. Let's see. I'm gonna kill the basilisk. It was actually like 1000 reputation this quest. This will be less, most likely 250 on the air. And the Coven is gaining reputation by killing beasts. It's gonna take us a while. Just need to like make sure I don't skip the parts like where we are, you know, on it, that's all. Shattering Smash. No, I think I prefer the other helmet, in fact. I wish I was able to use it though. Can't yet. Okay, we can continue questing. So we're gonna start from like the Burrow Home, go into like the Chthonic Rift, I suppose. If you look closely, this chest armor has... Yeah, it does. There's an exclamation mark on it, right? Look, on the back of it too. The world needs more devotion shrines. But I'm really glad the parasites are like dying much faster than before now. Boiling Bloods. Can we actually like go across from this side as well? Seems like it. I am willing to farm Chthonians. This is fine, I think. It's giving me a couple of like different reputations. I think we're gonna need them for the augments. Revere is going to be very hard at level 70, so let's get this going. Anything would help me out, honestly. Anything hitting Revere, that is. Yo, Myopy. How's it going? Welcome to the local lounge. Thank you very much for that sub. One-shot chest over here as well. Almost forget about it. Hey, man. Crest of the Untamed. This guy's like Fire and Chaos, if I'm not mistaken, guys. I thought that was a very smooth kill, in fact. It's fine. Snap out of it. What grim? That is like 500 Black Legion and we are only respected just yet. The Black Legion at the start is pretty rough as well, but like Act 6 is going to be helping quite a bit now. And there's quite a lot of Black Legion quests in here. So I might be able to get down there hopefully. How are we doing with like Devil's Crossing, for instance? That was like very hard to get up as well, definitely. I'm gonna continue farming the Chthonians in this place. Almost hated with the Chthonians as well. The oppressors in this place, they have this aura that is like basically lowering your HP by like 20% or something. You can pay attention to my HP when I'm fighting the oppressors. Especially if you're running a low HP character, it is incredibly rippy, you guys. Like, be careful with that. That guy. 6.5k. It sounds like it's even higher than 20%. This might actually be a trap too. That'd be nice. Yeah, it is. An arcane monster, in fact. Fun times. So the arcane monsters are like capable of throwing you this pinkish projectile. You have to dodge that, otherwise like it's capable of dispelling all the buffs you have. It will also put a slow on you, energy drain you, and a little bit of damage as well. But like the most annoying part about it is like your aura is closing, and if you have like a potion effect, it's going away too. They're pretty rare, but incredibly deadly if you're not paying attention to it. Let's finish this place before exiting, if there's anything else remaining, that is. So much. How are we doing with the Barrow Home now? Closer to the respected. It is possible to engage like 2 or 3 arcanes in Shattered Realm. Yesterday I did manage to engage 3 at the same time. It was just frustrating. So in here, in fact, like, we're searching for a chaotic rift. I don't really remember like if we have done the Dahlia quest in Homestead. That is what you need to do to be able to like continue the quest over here as well. I think I have, but like worst case we just like go and do it afterwards. It's fine because the quest items are dropping over here without the quest as well, so that's okay. But yeah, finding the Chthonic Rift over here might actually be an issue. Sometimes it takes a while, and sometimes you're just lucky. We're gonna drop a portal here, guys. You go pick up the waypoint, I think. Or maybe just run it. Let's just run it. It's okay. Let's just run it. Get done with this. Yo, what's up, Naomi? If possible, I would like to kill them one by one instead of pulling both of the bosses here, but okay. Here we go. The Gabalthun is capable of hitting extremely hard in melee range. Especially right next to his crystal, that crystal that he just spawned over there, as you can see. But we have good DPS, so it doesn't matter that much. taking the offering from here. Offering is the quest item, also why we are here. There's another reason why we are here is the fact that like at the end of this place, if you take like the second rift in the middle of this place, it's gonna lead up to another quest. It's giving you like 2 bloods. 2 bloods is like extremely good as a quest reward. And it's reliable, so it's all you like. You will always get that. So that's crazy. Yeah, early shift for the win, right? There's an arcane here. And that is the projectile, the pink one. It is definitely possible to like, you know, fail at it simply because like sometimes you don't necessarily pay attention to what you engage. As long as like as soon as you realize, just like backing out and like opening your auras once again should be fine. This character right over here doesn't necessarily get affected that bad because like we're not really relying on auras to, you know, save my ass for the most part. But like an arcanist, a shaman, those two are probably getting like opened up pretty big time. My first character usually in this game is Spellbreaker, and Spellbreaker gets destroyed if you get dispelled, hands down. There's so many auras that you're banking on. Just gets a shotgun like every 10 seconds or something. Those 3 bolts. Afterwards, pretty fine. It is again. The quest reward is if you save these 2 Blood of Thun. 100% worth it. We have gained like 100 Barrow Home reputation by killing the last boss as well. This was pretty sick. Let's continue grinding in the space. You want a pet, but you don't know what kind? I mean, if you're going to be like very good at taking care, then you could consider one. I know you, Naomi. Not trolling with the pet. What pet can be roughly alone for 10 hours? Probably cat is doing the best when they're alone. Definitely don't go for a dog if you're going to be leaving it alone. They're far too emotionally connected to you. They become very sad when they're alone, actually. Aether Spellbinder, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. I'll say it's pretty gear dependent though. Alright, so one more level. Just one more level, I have my possession. We have been waiting far too long for this. I'm gonna drop a waypoint here. We're gonna come back for this, guys. To speak to Talia. How to move items fast from character to inventory and stash. Shift left click. We actually have a devotion shrine here, but if I'm not mistaken, it actually requires like Aether Steel bolts or something like that, which I need to like go craft. Yeah, it requires Aether Steel bolts, and I cannot waypoint from here because I have a waypoint that I saved, or a portal that I saved. I don't want to mess that up. So we're gonna come back for this one later on, in fact. We can run this one right now, actually. Let me see. Tornox's meteor actually crashes down pretty fast. Travis' letter, that is why we are here. So we got like the notes from that chthonic raft and the letter from here. And those are the two items that I needed to give to Dahlia, basically. And she should be waiting for me in the Morndale if I've done the homestead quest. Let's see if I have done it or not. Oh, it's a big bag. Just got 2 ultimates. Should I take the shrines if I already all the devotion points? I would take the ones that you need to fight for, because like they're spawning elites, and the elites are capable of like giving you a lot of reputation and also good items. So yeah. But the ones that require items, nah, don't sweat it. I would leave them behind, honestly. Take this thing. There might be a dynamite somewhere around here, guys. What are your thoughts on the Witch Hunter endgame? Hardcore. Depends on how you build it, honestly. Like, it could be very good if you go like some sort of like a poison. Or maybe even like Phantasmal Blades might be very good as well. But it might also be very item dependent too. Especially since you're hardcore. Yeah. I don't know. Done right, like it should be okay. I played like a poison version some time ago. Wasn't bad at all. But I did have good items. Like I didn't try it on like a fresh account, you know? Definitely not. Yo, what's up, Karen? How's it going, man? Welcome, man. How am I so full? It's like a one-hander mace. Should actually be carryable quite easily. Relic Blight. Drop this thing, take that one. Okay, time to go check if like Dahlia is actually there or not. I think she's somewhere to the right side over here. Maybe a little bit more down than this though. Maybe somewhere around there. Right after the bridge, in fact, I think. Yeah. Yeah, apparently we did the quest in home, so that's good. That's good. So. It's gonna give me the Plagueborn Revolver. That's interesting. Tonic of Clarity as well. So, you guys remember that we need like an Aether Steel Bolts or something? Let's go craft that so that I can get my Devotion Shrine. Clean the bags as well. Well, I tested damage with like 585 and Poison Bolts. Not gonna happen. HP White City Cunning, absolutely no resistances. Feels bad. It does. Chaos and Elemental Resistance with White City damage. On the helm, 550. Even more Elemental Resistances. We're dropping +1 to Necromancy. Do I greed it up here, or do we actually use this? I might actually use this. I think we use this. That's an interesting belt too. The Impenetrable. Vitality. Chaos Elemental and PS resistances. With fire damage being converted to Vitality as well. It's really funny. 48. Let's start using this thing as well. It's also gonna give me some good resistances here. My poison resistance is on the floor right now. It's funny. It's gonna be like 56%, I think, when I put an anti-venom salve on top of that thing. But yeah. So I'm guessing we could actually like delete this item then. Like, which one is better here? Yeah, the new one is like without a doubt better item. This one's already known, right? Okay. 58 is around the corner, and I think I would much rather like use this one over that one. So I'm gonna delete these shoulders as well. And at 58, maybe we could like optimize my character to, you know, end up using these two items as well. I don't know. Seems like the elemental resistance is the biggest part that we're missing. Should be okay though. To be honest with you, like, we don't necessarily need to use this helm. I am okay with my HP, I would say so. And that helm is like all about the HP. I'm about to, I think I just like talked myself into setting this helm, in fact. It's fine. It's not necessarily a bad item, but yeah. So we need like what? Aether Steel Bolts? Let me see. %80% vitality damage, 150% decay, 250 HP, and offensive ability. Those are like pretty crazy nodes, in fact. Can continue. Give me my possession, I need my level. Next level is the possession, so... So this is going to be like a 30 hours gameplay, yes. Just like my DeathKnight. Honestly, maybe even more, like I don't mind the length so much. The character's pretty ridiculous so far though, considering like it is absolutely self-found. With everything. I'm not doing those quests actually. I really would rather keep my dynamites. It's not that I have enough dynamites to open that gate in the first place. It's not a quest by the way, it's just like a boss to kill in there. It's pretty rippy too, but I should be okay to kill him. But regardless, he's not gonna give me anything, it's okay. Mr. Mountain. It's this way. The cold Phantasmal Blades. Phantasmal Blades is something that I've never played actually. Really considering to make one sometime, so I think I'm gonna pass that question. Black Legion is on its way, and that is 58. Dude. So, 35% vitality, 4 chaos resistance, skill disrupt protection, and damage absorption. All around, pretty crazy exclusive aura here. We're gonna sink like every single point, every level from now on into this. A chest piece. I don't think we can like find an upgrade to the chest for some time to come. So what about these shoulders then? Like, are we wearing them? I'm gonna drop like elemental resistance a little bit. In fact, it feels like I could. I'm gonna gain poison resistance, vitality resistance, and I'm gonna gain some damage as well. I think we're doing this, definitely. Let's go take these like 6 watches out from my shoulders. And put them on the new piece. Okay. Look at those resistances now. Much better. The only thing that's missing seems to be the Aether. Which is kind of bad because this place is just infested with Aether. Yeah, especially the last boss is going to be quite questionable with 30% Aether resistance. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I can find myself a potion to drink before the last boss. And I'll try to do the others without. Should be fine. Took me like 2 weeks to arrive to this point of the game, really? I've been actually like playing it very slow. Like I don't think I can play this slower than I am playing right now, because like I'm clicking like even the smallest chests. Granted, I'm not necessarily, you know, exploring literally every part of the map, but I'm going for at least, you know, everything that I can remember that could make a difference. Especially when it comes to loot or reputation. And I'm also like farming some monsters for reputation as well. And I have been like trying my best to optimize my gear as well, so that like we get the maximum out of the build. But yeah, for instance, I didn't go there, you know what I mean? Like, it's a small place, there would be like a chest. Maybe even a treasure trove is possible. But the treasure show spawn points in this specific map, I'm not necessarily sure, so I'm not gonna hit any one of them. It's pretty spread. Didn't really learn this one. And we might find it by luck. We'll see. How's it going, Shishi? Welcome, bro. Yeah, I might play Phantasm Blades at some point, but it's not going to be from fresh. You know, I would just like go all out with all the items and stuff. Dynamite on Hardcorium. Pretty sure it is a ridiculous single target killer. Hey, look at that. I told you might get lucky. Blueprint, shrapnel pistol. I like to put a portal here, guys, and go complete the quest and then turn back to this portal afterwards. We still need to take the southern wagon, so we're not done with this map yet. That's also the reason. If you could, standing in melee range, but sharp, like not pulling out at all, is the easiest way to kill this guy. Granted, not every single character might not be able to do this. Definitely not. But one thing that I can tell you is that, like, once you pull out, even for a small, small distance, he's capable of like using a cannon, which is putting a vulnerability, and afterwards he usually charges you. Those two in combination hits very hard, and he doesn't use that if you're like in sharp melee range. So kind of depends on the playstyle. Like, you're gonna need to dodge a lot if you're running away, or you can just hug the melee and try to like sustain. Up to you. It's probably doable by like every single character in normal difficulty, veteran 2. But like in ultimate, you might not be able to stand in range with him at all times at least. So maybe like use a cooldown while you're bailing. Alright, the quest is done, but I'm gonna check the side to use the rep anyways. Maybe a cluster even. Who knows? Alright, we're good. Let's take the soul shot. Just do my part? Okay. Ring of Steel? Wasn't too bad, in fact. It is definitely possible to like find some better shoulders than mine in this place. The shoulder MIs are crazy sometimes in this place. For sure. How are we doing with them? Let's see. Barholm is almost respected. Homestead is almost on it. That's interesting. Killing beasts are giving it. That is very interesting, in fact. Yeah. And what about like Coven? The Coven is in the middle of respected as well. Maybe, you never know. It is beasts as well. And the Malmouth reputation. Malmouth we're gonna need so much, in fact. I didn't even meet them yet, did I? Yeah, we're gonna meet them like right outside here probably now. Malmouth resistance added. Malmouth resistance, there it is. It's tolerated right now. They're tolerating me. Okay. That will probably do it now. So, we're gonna do everything we can to try and get the Malmouth resistance to 1-8. Simply because like it's incredibly important in the normal playthrough to get to the 1-8 because there are like 2 extra quests when you do it. That are giving you like 4,000 or something extra reputation since you managed to take them. Otherwise you're gonna need to like do so many more bounties in Elite or something, which is, you know, quite a waste of time, and bounties are not that fun. So we're gonna do some bounties in the normal to take those extra quests, and that's going to be saving time in Elite basically. But let's like finish the entire campaign and like see the reputation then, and afterwards we could decide what we need to do. And obviously we are going to be building up to the experience potions as well. And if you're playing this character in like hardcore right now, you could feel free to like farm all the way up to revered in normal as well, because like the experience potions, like if you haven't watched it, there's a milestones video of mine in YouTube. Check that out. In my opinion, experience potion is like the biggest milestone for an account in Grim Dawn, definitely, especially in hardcore. It just doubles the time, doubles the speed that you're gaining experience with new characters, so it's ridiculous. More possession levels. There's a hidden chest somewhere around here. We're gonna pick that up behind the store, in fact. I'm muting for a second, guys. And I'm back. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, there's like a small dungeon over there. There's like a medium chest inside if you would like to do it. There's also a gambling blacksmith. I don't necessarily know if he exists in normal difficulty. Yeah, I usually pass it. It's not that like we need to kill some undead right now either. I think that place is like filled with undead. It's very good to like open literally everything in your first playthrough, simply because like you do need the components, and that is how you end up being rich by components, variety of components, let's say, instead of like farming them, just getting like random component drops left and right by opening, interacting with like chests and breakables and corpses and whatnot. Yeah. This guy might be an issue for me since we are missing a lot of Aether resistance, so I'm not going close there. He has like lots of procs on the ground. Yeah, those stupid phases. Nice. Gonna pick this up and go back down. Lonos are important. So normally I would actually like drop a portal here because there's going to be a quest that is like, behind this door, and to open this door you do need the quest, and the quest is only takeable at like on it. But I'm guessing we're gonna take a while to get to on it, so yeah, no need to drop a portal here. Or we can just drop and hope for the best, but it's not gonna happen. How are we doing with the resistance? Friendly? Okay. Take this. It's quite surprising that we have like this much HP. Don't forget to open this chest, guys. It's the memory quest. It's like I didn't even like, you know, max out the spectral binding yet. There's going to be like our HP when it comes to it. One shot chest here every time. In one part, we're almost done with like the entire Ashes of Malmouth. I would say like Ashes of Malmouth is a little bit longer than Forgotten Gods for sure. The only part is that like I'm not that comfortable pathing in the Forgotten Gods, so I end up like opening almost everything. That's also why it's taking me longer. But yeah, we will run the Forgotten Gods as well for sure. It's going to be a little bit repair obviously than what we are doing in here, because like I know this left and right, what the monsters can do and whatnot. Yeah. When it comes to the Forgotten Gods content, it's still a little bit all over the place for me. I should be fine. It's good to win some quests in. Also curious about like my reputation afterwards. Can I give them memory up top here? To tell the truth, she's actually leaving a chest behind after the loading screen one more time, so it's quite important in my opinion. Level 60. Yeah, we lost like 1 point into Necromancer after replacing my helm or something, right? Maybe I should have put actually like 1 point each here. It's alright. It's not the end of the deal. 500 more rep. Let's see how we're doing. Almost respected. It's actually gonna definitely take me a while to like get on it with them, but it's going to be worth it, trust me. I don't want to replace my experience gain, man. Shit. But it is very good Aether resistance. At the very least, we could use it while, like, we're progressing in this place. Okay, I guess I replace my, experience increase? I guess so. Okay. Because it's like a massive upgrade. I really cannot do anything else. What I want to do is, like, since we're level 60, I want to actually like go all the way back to Mountain Deeps and check out like what sort of greens those guys are going to be dropping for me. Like, we could actually find like a ridiculous upgrade when it comes to these bone spikes, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely possible. You know, they might be able to like scale it much higher than the one that we found when we were like level 20 or something, for sure. Actually, like, I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm kind of curious. Let's do just one Mountain Deeps run here. Prospectus Trail and then run back. And I also need to like optimize my thing, I suppose. What was this giving? Like elemental resistance and bleed, right? Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Yeah, this place is not going to be scaling to my level at all, but I'm kind of curious if they're going to be capable of like dropping items still. And if so, see like what sort of a weapon they're gonna drop. Not that item. Look at like how much faster we are than when we farm this place, funny. Bone blade. Sure, we could go from here. I skipped like one pack by going here. It's not the end of the journey. Bone roll. Bone spike of the void. It's for level 35. This is not worth it, guys. Just go to elite, I would say. So don't do this. I'm gonna try and find the treasure chest. There it is. Adept scepter. This was definitely not worth there. Like, just continue with like your level 20 bone spikes, honestly. It's whatever. Bone spike is the best in slots weapon? I would say so, yeah. I'll say so. So over here, my pathing is like, first we go to the right side. After taking this like, or destroying this quest item, I actually go back. And we're gonna make sure like we kill literally everything because of the reputation, obviously. I was kind of hoping for like the bone spike to scale all the way up to like 55 or something. That would have been a big difference to what we are wielding for sure. Then it would have been probably like worth farming for new upgrades there. Let's pick this up too. I need the iron bits, give me those greens. I also go back from there to like take the devotion shrine, which is gonna give us yet another big node in Ratosh. I'm going to be only missing like 1 point, I believe, to get the Ratosh complete. Might actually give me like 120 white 30% or something like that, I don't remember. It's gonna be very big. feel like I couldn't click his orb or something, but yeah, I'm wrong. I think I'm strong enough to pull everything. That was an underwhelming shrine, no? What is this? Didn't even like spawn anything. Let's open that chest as well. No, I need actually like 2 more points in fact. This is giving me 100 vitality damage. I can see those. Yo, I think like we literally kill everything in this place. There's nothing there. Fair enough. The music is mesmerizing, honestly. This is my favorite track in the OC, I think. I got the right side as well. We didn't necessarily like open the one shot either. There's a one shot chest here somewhere. It's here. We could have actually like done the lighthouse as well. I might do those also. I think it's a good idea. How are we doing with the Aether Resistance? 50? I'm gonna go ahead and say that like we don't necessarily need to use a potion. And hope for the best. Let's see how it goes. When it comes to Malmouth resistance, we're missing 4.4k, but we're obviously going to be gaining quite the reputation, let's say. Kill this guy as well. I don't really know what this guy is about, but yeah, I've been killing this guy all the time. They dropped some loot. Mr. Warden, we meet again. I'm actually not sure how this thing is alive still. It's funny. 250? Wow, that was underwhelming. I wonder like how much reputation you gain from killing the last boss. Well, the quest. I suppose just killing him is probably about like 100, but... Polished Emerald, Master Race. I don't like to level up, but should be okay. I think this is going to be fairly easy fights. That was actually a very straightforward fight. It's crazy. The Sapphire of Elemental Balance. That's a nice job. I'm guessing it's like the regular version, which still is a very nice job. Yeah, it's level 72. Let's get out of here. It's the swirly rings. You've probably seen it like in many of my characters. So I'm kind of curious, like, for how long more we're gonna need to farm. But remember, like, we can open this chest now. As I said, like, this chest is the reward of this Yvonda lady. Yvonda? Not sure. But you do need a loading screen in between. And apparently, we can take this quest as well now. 1,000 reputation. So this quest right over here probably only needs like respected in this case, which is making things a lot, you know, simpler for me. It's very hard to replace my chest piece. Still extremely good armor value on it. The Hammerfall Girdle, really? Crazy armor values in this thing. For level 65. I don't think so. I'm gonna delete this, you guys. Level 65 pens that are like quite defensive. I really dislike the resistances on it though. Just gives like armor and HP, I think. This is kinda crap. Let's just never mind it. I'd like to find some like gloves upgrades. I think they're a little bit dated. It's giving like battle cry. It's not too bad. Let's do so we're gonna have like two different things to do here. One of them is going to be the quest that we have just taken. It's actually the place that I was talking about, that we can like open a portal there, but like we didn't necessarily have the reputation to take, so we're gonna need to walk back. But at the same time I'll also do the there's like a dungeon over there, I think it's called the Lighthouse or something. It's not the worst place to do. Yeah, this one. You could definitely like choose to open the detonation site so that like you can reach this dungeon a little bit easier if you would like to. It requires 3 dynamites if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we open this. For the first time I'm gonna craft some dynamites. So to craft dynamites you go to the Homestead Blacksmith. The Homestead, the Crucible, and I think the Conclave Blacksmith, the Forgotten Gods Blacksmith, are all capable of crafting dynamites. I'm not really sure if there's any other. 1, 2... Let's get like 31 dynamites here. Put 1 point each like this. Okay. And I think I'm opening the way. Because like if you're gonna farm a little bit of like reputation, I think it would be nice to have this place open so I don't necessarily need to like run from the other way all the time. That would be nice. This is an easy place to farm also. It's certainly good reputation. It even has a devotion shrine. I actually didn't know that it has a devotion shrine in normal difficulty. That's good to learn. I'm glad I came here, honestly, after seeing that devotion shrine. Dynamites! Maybe dropped some items. I actually didn't check the items. There we go. How's it built so far? So far it has been smooth. I think like after switching to Ravenous Earth it's been just ridiculously easy. Just destroying everything. I wish. Tried jumping down, not happening. It's very tanky and sustained as well. We were actually like quite unlucky with the Aether Clusters drops, by the way, guys. Like you could definitely get about like 8 Aether Clusters or something from the entire run of like Act 6. Is that an arcane? Well, it used to be. I think it just ripped instantly. So the Malmouth resistance is missing only 1.8k, and we will be fixing that right now. What I'm gonna try is that like what's this bounty? Sanctuary. Next bounty, please. Through the can they go to destroy Bolag, Keeper of the Gates. Okay, never mind the bounties for now. I want to check out something. I want to see if we can actually like access this place without the quest, because that is not the worst place either. Oh, that was a weird placement actually. Like I'm gonna run that place once and then restart my game. After restarting, we could actually check the bounties. I don't necessarily think I need to do too many of them, but let me see if I can access this. No, locked by the ethereals, right? Okay. It's been some time that I didn't do that, so. So restart our game here, and then we do some bounties. We need like only 1.7k or something. That's almost nothing. It should be okay. Pierce and bleed resistance with HP. Okay. I guess like my Pierce and bleed resistances are fixed for good now. Pierce is even ready for the next difficulty. That's crazy. Crown Hill will not be easy. An ethereal ascendant named by Torextaria has been spotted atop the ruins of Crown Hill row houses. Torox, atop of the ruins. I'm not really sure where she is, but let's clear out like the entire Crown Hill, in fact. Why not? See how it goes. We need about like 1.8k, right? 1.7 in fact right now. You did good, Samus. You did good. Hope you're gonna get some good feedback. You can link it in the chat, by the way, if you want to, or in the Discord as well, up to you. I do not mind. How are we doing with the Black Legion, by the way, guys, after all this? The Black Legion is honored. Let's take a very short break here. Go to the Black Legion NPC because we need the writs. Definitely need the writ from there. Yeah. Okay. Buy that thing. Do we have like anything else from this? Vitality on the one hand is, and offensive ability. What is the one that I'm using? Damage to undead. I mean, I suppose the offensive ability is a little bit better, in fact. I think so. I'll buy a couple more. Why not? These are like level 55 internal trauma and stuff. There's also the Legion belt and the slicer. I'll pass on those. It's okay. Use this. Let's turn back. Yeah, I forgot that the Act 6 is giving quite also Black Legion reputation as well, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, what's up, Foresight? Welcome, bro. I'm doing good. How about you? Still continuing the playthrough of the Cabalist for YouTube, but I've been really enjoying the slow grind, so it's nice. My curiosity of like how strong this character is gonna end up, or like will it be able to farm the Dark One set out of scratch, you know, keeps me very motivated, I must say. It's interesting. What is going on? That chest was like bottomless. Just kept on popping items. I don't really know where we're going, by the way. I've never been here, so there we go. I was thinking it would be here. Because we're saying like at the top of the houses or something like that, you know. So I was thinking maybe it is here. I don't know. Nice, this was very good. I think we kind of complete this run. And then turn back to the bounty table. Open those chests. Alright, let's see what we have now. It was about like 1.7k when we started. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I'm quite sure like I did this quest. I don't know what's going on. Did I just like manage to do it twice or something? That was interesting. That was awkward. Well, I'm gonna take it. Oops, what did I... Ethereal Missive? Nice. 200 iron, 75 reputation. Yeah, the reputation from the bounties are a little bit underwhelming, honestly. Don't really know why. But we only need like 700 remaining. We just did like 1000, so almost done. So I said like it is extremely easy. A massive ethereal is hindering the transport of the supplies in the out of the city through the Candle District. Go there and destroy Bolag the Keeper. This is not too bad. I think like Candle District is there, right? We need to reach there from like the sewers most likely. Let me see. I think this is okay. We might be able to like get the entire reputation that I'm missing from that thing. In fact, I ended up giving them a missive. I'm glad like I didn't accept a quest that I didn't want to, because like I was kept spamming my button. So ended up like accepting it by mistake. Is him. We don't necessarily need to kill everything, but we can continue a little bit. Hey, a cluster. Like at the very least try and like snipe the elites that I find. The space isn't too bad. I'm assuming we're gonna gain 75 again from the bounty, but it's definitely possible to gain like 250 as well. Level 62. 8 points into the possession now. I did this all for the dynamite, I lied. Oops. So an extra about like 20 minutes or so after like completing the entire campaign, and you're capable of like reaching on it pretty much. And thanks to that, you're getting about like 4,000 or something extra reputation before jumping into the elite. Therefore, you're cutting like doing a lot of farming for the experience potions. Gonna have anything there, I guess. Yeah, nice. You see what sort of like reputation this is gonna give me? Yeah, there's 125, I see. The next one, Araxes in the harbor. I think we do this. Because like I have a feeling like we're probably going to be getting like on it before completing this in fact, but since I have already like opened the shortcuts towards the harbor and the lighthouse, I think this is going to be rather straightforward, so just gonna do this one, I think. Even though my pathing is sucking in this place. I'll kill the sentinel. Nothing. Speaking of sentinel, I think the next part of this playthrough is going to start by, you know, running the sentinel, the hidden path. I think the harbor is here, right? Has to be. False spies, shoulder guides. No way, did I get scammed? I wonder like where he is, man. I'm already on it too. This is so sad. How to get rid of the quest? Shit. The Flesh Weaver Haraxes, let me see. Malmouth Harbor. Search gruesome task. Search and destroy this monstrosity. It has to be very close to me right now. There's no other way. Maybe it's somewhere around there. Let's see. It has to be here. No, it is a steel cap district again. Well, we got scammed. I don't know where this guy is. Actually, not sure. And I made like a full rotation here. So sad. What am I missing? roaming the Malmouth Harbor. I am missing something. Araxis is one of those, I think it's one of those blight fiend looking guys. I'm gonna do it. I don't want this quest in my quest log sitting like this. It's not acceptable. I'll find you, Araxis. It's gonna be somewhere here. There he is, man. Alright, we get him in max, you guys. Before I turn this in, give me that dynamite as well, thank you. So much ether. Before I turn this in, we need to buy the red. So that's going to be 187, that's funny. But more importantly, we're gonna have the access to the council now, obviously, thanks to this grind. And it was only for this quest alone. And thanks to the access and like killing the council and stuff, like we're going to be well over what we need for the XP pots in Elite. And that's gonna just seal the deal. When we're like completing the Elite, we will have the XP pots. I'm guessing during the Elite playthrough, like we're not going to be like religiously doing every single thing or like chest and whatnot. I'll say so, most likely. So that like we progress a little bit faster towards the ultimate difficulty. You never know though, we'll see. If my character is feeling weaker, then we can definitely grind it out, it's fine. Yo, what was that? I wish you guys were like stacked up a little bit. Uh-oh. It's actually resisting. Yeah. Mutagen. Space is like a chest haven, honestly. There's also like a hidden wall right over there. Couple more chests inside. Might not be able to carry so much. No, we're good. So, in fact, this is going to be the entire expansion, I think, unless there's like a surprise waiting for us in the Coven. I'm not that familiar with that one. Like, how are we doing with the Coven reputation, you guys? I think we're missing halfway, right? Yeah. But the ending part about it, at the very least, is complete. Let me see, like, how is our reputation looking with the Malmouth. There it is. Gave me about like 2,000 or something, I guess. 2.3k. It's not too bad. feel like it could have been better, but what else? Cows. I'm gonna go like check out the Coven as well, but I think that is going to be like this. This has already been a very long part, YouTube. Apologies. I actually wanted to keep my parts about like 1.5 hours. I think like we're well over 2.5. But yeah, I wanted to finish the entire expansion in one part, so there's that also. And I think we have achieved that. Gonna go check out like the Coven if there's like any quest for us in there that is remaining. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it right there. No upgrades, huh? Lightning shoulders. My helm is pretty good right now. It's alright. Let's see. How's it going, commenter? Welcome, bro. Kinda curious if this quest exists in like higher difficulties. It doesn't. The other U quest. Open this thing, I suppose. So tomorrow, or next part even, we're gonna start like Sentinel, which is gonna give me like 1 skill and 1 stat point, and then we jump into the Forgotten Gods. I'm guessing some parts of Forgotten Gods are actually going to be pretty difficult, but the character is very strong. Like I should be fine, honestly. And during the Forgotten Gods, I should definitely pay a lot of attention to my reputations. If I hit like honored with anything at all, we directly like go and buy their writs, yeah, from their quartermasters. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. This was part 6, I believe. I'll see you on the 7. Like and sub, please. Thanks.